Saturday, 7 a.m. I was in here taking the seed holes off the tops. Like that one had it stuck to the smaller leaf there. This one had it stuck to the side of the stem. It can make a difference in growth there. It can impede the growth. So that one I touched lightly. It didn't seem to want to move at all. So, same thing with that one. This one, the inside of the seed hole, the fibery part gets stuck on there. And we have another one popping up here, and a correction on my math. I was counting 8. With that one, it's 10. We got 10 going here. I'll check those ones tomorrow. Get that off of there. Also, the humidity up here has been 67. I'd like to see that more like 63, 64. Especially for 79 degrees. I don't really like 79 degrees at this point now. There's not much I can do about that, except turn the fan speed up, and this is already too cold down here. Speaking of this, I gave this a light watering all the way around. This one I didn't really need to because it sucked up the water in there. I put more water, a little bit more, to fill up the lines again. Not much change at all. Nothing to even dive in there. Up here, when I first put these in here, I filled up the grooves just to overflow, and then this sucked it all up, so I filled it up again to just overflow. Now the grooves are still filled up. So that's looking alright. I'm still gonna wait another 12 hours probably to turn those lights on to high. I figure I might as well go ahead and down here. I do face new growth happening. Looking a little better. It's probably a little more yellow than it appears on the camera, but it's still growing. See, the problem has been the yellowness. Not really too much light. Well, yes, too much light, but for the most part, underfeeding. It's the combination that kind of set them back there. Are they going to be great plants? Probably not, but just get my lights fine-tuned and realize what I'm doing wrong before I go in. This, I think I got it though. Take it easy on the lights and get them fed. Now in about 8 or 12 hours I'll turn those lights on all the way and try to hurry up and get them out there and down to where it's not so hot. It's 5 p.m. We have 73 degrees and it was 49% humidity. I had this dome cracked, not just a tiny bit, but a tiny bit more. So I'm gonna have just cracked a tiny bit. Trying to stay up 60 or more humidity. Actually about 60 if I were it. So now go ahead and turn these on high. Of course, and knock the dome back down. Okay, we have this one straightening up. I think that rest of the seed hole will probably just fall off of that one. This one's working on getting it off of itself there. A little more. I'll probably check in the morning and get the rest off of there. So that's how it is for now. I was worried about turning these on with it being 79, but 73, so more confident with that. Alright, it's after midnight. Here's what we're looking at. 81 degrees. 56% humidity. That's a little low. 81 degrees. None of them are limping over. The one that was limping over now straight up and down. Limping the other way kinda. Tiniest bit. We're looking pretty good in there though. That tiny one shed its hole on its own. Still kind of stuck to the one leaf. This one still got his shell stuck on there. I'll wait a little while. Go in there. Give him a nudge. I turned this light on way early. That's alright. Shouldn't be too much longer. We can put it down. Like to go as long as I can without seeing any ill effect. It's about 3 a.m. and we're staying at 57% humidity and 82 degrees. It's the highest it's got. I went ahead and closed these vents halfway because I can't close this anymore without it dropping. So this is just barely open. And those halfway closed. Put some more humidity in there. Check the water in there. Seems okay. Take a closer look later. Check the water. Yeah, these definitely seem a little more green. They're still a little yellow and tan in the very middle, especially that one. The new top. Yeah, the water in the bottom seemed fine. It's a tiny bit low. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna give them some water like that much each. Especially the ones right here. Might need it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we gave them that much water each, and each empty spot I gave that much more. And I've been in here, took the seed holes the rest of the way off. Get that off of there. That one came off pretty easy. I was like clamped on there before. So for these already, I've been playing with them, going like this. Just gonna loosen the soil around the stem a tiniest bit and help out strengthen the stem a little. Playing with. That's about it. Moving around a tiny bit, as if the wind would. Or not. It's something I like to do. Like I said, mainly helps out down at the bottom. Make sure you push perlite off of it or whatever. Make sure there's no debris on them, on the stems or anything. Helps out there. Because there's obviously no wind or anything. That's not gonna hurt them. Do more good for them than bad. So, you don't have to do this. Oops. Stick them back in there. So now they had a tiny bit of break from the heat and humidity, and it'll settle back up where it was. Probably 82 still. The house is a little warm, so that's the most we've seen, so that's the most I expected to get. which isn't too bad. Now I expect they'll stop stretching now that they're starting to get up to the light. And I don't think they will stretch anymore. That's how things have been going with this. Sunday night about 9 p.m. We have 77 degrees in there, 57%. It did get up to 82 and stayed there for a long time. It's a little bit cooler this evening, tonight. When it was 82, I noticed this was all but touching the top of the dome there, the UV light. So I straightened that out. Tonight, I'll move it down a couple hours. Could do it now. I got other stuff to do. Probably move it down and turn the fan down simultaneously, because 57 in there was 59 a little while ago. Yeah, so that's a little low. So turning the fan down will let the heat build up a little more. It's 10:30. I just now shut my storm window because it's been very cold in here. I came in for one last quick look. 77 degrees, 56%. 55 degrees, 46%. So this will be moved down, shooting for midnight. Plants look pretty darn good. They stretched a tiny bit more. They started opening up, spreading their leaves out. They look pretty healthy. A little tall, but pretty healthy. Okay, it's a little after midnight, and I moved this down. I left the UV on, straighten that light, left that on high, left the UV to stop limit. There's enough room to where I'm not going to destroy my light there. This little angle and bounce off the door here. There's 60 watts. Move down here. Look pretty good. Can't get a read on the hygrometer yet because I just put them in there. Put these in. Put them on some water there with the pumps going. Run the tube all the way down there and inside. In the lower one. Yep. So the water was from here. It was kind of old, but I just pH'd it the other day. It's just temporary. I'll clean it out fairly soon. Just pH'd water. Of course, rose that up. The middle one. So look at these now. Looking really good. Really good. Here's the smallest, last one here. This one's second smallest. Second to last to come up to. Taller ones have a little more leaf to them. This one was trapped in his pod there. Trapped in his shell. It just clamped around the whole thing. So the light is up further than it was. I had the zip ties was 3 or 4 inches lower. Was getting about 5,000 to 7,000 lumens. I figure we have less than 5,000 here. 4,000, 3,500, something like that. It's not very loud. The pumps, they do have a little vibrate to them. I had to mess with them, wiggle them, and get the tension just right on like that. I could zip tie, but it's not making any more noise unless it comes away. Tension is pretty much just right. It doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna mess with it. pumps down to there. I tested it before I put the pots in. It's nice and bubbling. 3 bubbles per second, something like that. Not very rapid, just enough. Of course, one thing I forgot to do was turn the fan speed down, which I'll do that right now and hope for the best. From 9 down to 7.5, if it goes. There we go, 7.5. This one made some noise quite a few days ago, that one, and I had to push it into itself. That happened right after I turned the speed on low, a couple hours later, so we'll probably get a lot better numbers. Get to heat up a tiny bit. There it is. It makes a tiny bit of a hum. Not bad though. Not bad. Like I said, the thing being open in the back lets a tiny bit of light from right here in the back. Not too worried about it, like I said. Watch our temperatures. I change this out. I'm gonna wash that out. I had extra tray, so I just put some water there. I'll check the water on here in a couple days. So right now it's kind of on autopilot. Quick check with the lux meter says I'm about 5,000 lumens. So I'm okay with that, I guess. Now that'll be a little bit less when I turn these off. Tiny bit less. And of course a little bit less with the dome on. So I figure 4,500 right on. The lid on. That's about what it is. So I'll run it like this with the EVs on for a day. Then switched just that. Right now it's about 4,500 lumens. It'll probably be about 4,000 when I turn that off. Just monitor the humidity closely throughout and for the next few hours the temperature. It's 2 a.m. here. A couple hours went by. Hitting 72 and 49 there. These were all the way open. I swapped lids on accident. We're getting 61 and 42 there. And this pump's making a tiny bit of noise. I might replace it. Might wiggle it around, make it stop. I think the motor inside is touching the wall of the thing. So I'll probably replace that. Anyway, maybe not. If it makes a noise again, I'll replace it. I have a few more. That's what we got there. And yeah, down here, the vents were closed halfway, so the humidity was looking real good there, actually. So leave that alone. I'll close this up. Need a little bit more humidity, so I'll close it up about halfway. And that's how it'll sit tonight. I won't even check it. So a tiny bit more humidity. And we're off.